Boom. Just like that, baby. We're back in here. Another episode of Weekly Win Streak. It's your boy CP3 Bets, joined as always by What Up, Bro. We're in here once again, guys, ready to talk about the biggest games, whether we're talking MLB, whether we're talking football, whether we're talking baseball. We got all the stuff for you. We got free plays coming in as well. And we're already off to a hot start here with a lot of people joining us off the rip. Bro, how are we doing today, my guy?
We are doing great. You could call me Mr. Dyson Bro. My first name is now Dyson because yesterday we hit him with the sweep.
Oh, shit. I completely missed that.
Yeah. A little 4-0 sweep. How about you, brother? How are you?
We're doing all right, honestly. You know, I was a little pissed off yesterday because one of my plays was the over in that Cubs game. The Cubs left so many runners on base and didn't even end up scoring a run, so that definitely pissed me off a little bit. Then obviously, I told you guys the Phillies were the trap of the century, and I looked like a genius when we went up 6-1 in the first inning, and then 3-run bomb in the ninth inning makes for a bad beat and a sad TP3. But we went 2-2 yesterday.
Hold on, the Blue Jays lost?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, swear.
I'm so sorry. That sucks, dude. I saw they were winning. I was like, damn, TP3 is fucking sharp as shit.
Dude, and it was even worse part about it was when they went up 6-1. Look, I'm not going to say anybody mushed it, but I had multiple people, whether they were VIP or just regular people on SoBet, be like, dude, great call today, TP3. It was always the Blue Jays and shit like that when it was 6-1. Look, I'm not going to get mad at y'all. I honestly loved the fact y'all wanted to reach out to me that quick into the game. So, look, I'm not mad at anybody about that one going down, but fuck, I mean, that one definitely sucked, man. But, you know, we did get right at least. We got some back. We got a walk-off single for the Athletics 2 days in a row against the Mariners. So that was hype. And then I'm trying to think what my other play was. My other play hit, though. It was a favorite. Oh, it was the Mets on the money line. We were both on the Mets.
Yeah.
It was one of those kind of days. But look, what happened on our squad ride? Ohtani, RBI triple, baby. I actually completely forgot to post it on SoBet, so I couldn't count it towards my record, but technically we had a winning day on the book, so that's all that matters.
Hey, that is sick. Yeah, I was waiting for you to post it. I was going to vouch. Once you posted, I'm like, damn. He's not posting. All right, fuck it. I'm not posting it.
Dude, I just completely forgot. I was in the process of typing it out when we were sitting here, and then I got distracted because I went to the sneaker shop. And then when I got back from the sneaker shop, I just didn't open SoBet until way later in the night. And when I opened it, the game had already started. I was like, fuck, I can't believe I forgot to post that up on there because it was a mortal lock.
I wonder did Alonso hit a home run last night?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Dude, you know what? I just got to start sprinkling it and being casual about it. Every time I just casually throw it out, it smacks. But TP3, just a little bit out of the realm of sports for a moment.
Okay.
Tomorrow, in the flesh, we will be fucking dapping up in the Dirty Boot, Nashville, baby. Yeehaw!
Hell yeah, guys. We're going to have our first live show. Hopefully we can do a live show tomorrow, depending on what time Bro gets into town. He has a much farther drive than I do. So we'll keep y'all posted if we're going to do a live show that way. Regardless, I'm going to try to go live if I have to by myself, just to make sure we can get something out there for you guys for tomorrow. But we're going to be live together on Friday, probably earlier in the day because we'll be together. But we're going to do a live stream for y'all Friday morning where we run through all the games. Saturday, we might have to do stuff for SoBet, but regardless, we're going to do an extensive preview of the weekend games for y'all on Friday. So y'all have plenty. That'll be available on YouTube and X, so you can always go back and rewatch it if you miss it too. So y'all won't miss out on anything. Bro, have you put out any CFB or NFL plays yet this week?
No, sir. I have not. I have capped. I've done my preliminary caps for all the NFL games. Except for the Browns game. I haven't looked at it. I refuse to look at it. I'm serious. Until Deshaun Watson is listed as 100% playing, I'm not fucking touching this game. You're telling me this dude is still limited in practice? He's still not throwing. He's still not full contact. Dude, take the fucking training wheels off this guy. So I'm not capping the game until they tell me he's playing. Because at TP3, I would not be surprised if on Sunday morning, 10 a.m.,
yeah,
we get the notification, Deshaun Watson out versus the Dallas Cowboys. Wouldn't be surprised.
Dude,
How about you?
there's no way, in my opinion, that Deshaun Watson sits out this game. Like, I mean, Deshaun, I just don't see Deshaun sitting out here. He's going to be in there playing. I will say that's a game I probably won't do anything with. Like, I just feel like defenses change year to year. I don't really know what I'm going to get from Dallas with all their guys sitting out. With all their guys sitting out this season, like I just don't, or in the preseason, I just don't know like what we're going to get from Dallas in that game. Cleveland side of things, I don't know what I'm going to get from that game. That's like a game that like I really have no opinions on whatsoever. Sway me in a direction, bro. What are you thinking?
Here we go, brownies. Here we go.
I should have known it. Why don't we even ask him? I was hoping you were going to say like over or under, but no, you're just going to go straight with the homer pick.
Browns, money line. Don't think about it. Just cash it. Dude, I was profitable last year. I didn't document it, and most of it wasn't on SoBet because I didn't get into SoBet until almost 3/4 of the way through the NFL season. But Browns money line cashed more times than it didn't last year, obviously, and it was profitable. I made money. But hey, neither here nor there. TP3, do you have, and I'm not asking you to give it to me unless you're going to give it to us, but do you have an official play yet for Thursday Night Football? Tomorrow evening.
We're not official yet. I got to check the last few things here, but look. Like I said yesterday, Lamar Jackson, 7-0 against the spread his last 7 times that he's been an underdog. I mean, I think I'm taking the Ravens here. I like the playoff revenge factor. I like the fact that Lamar never beats Mahomes. He's the underdog here. I mean, think about this. They were what? They were either minus 3.5 or 4.5 in the playoff game last year. Now all of a sudden they're minus 3.5 or minus 4.5 in that last game, and now all of a sudden they're catching 3 points. Like, I mean, I know the Ravens lost a lot of their offensive line and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I just feel like this number's moved way too far.
Yeah. I don't know. I was so set in my way yesterday, like, all right, I'm locking in Chiefs money line. But the more and more I think about it, like, this is a completely different Chiefs team. It's a completely different Chiefs team. Offensive weapons, in and out, injured. Rashee Rice, I don't know if he's playing. I think he's suspended. Fucking Marquise Brown.
No, Rashee Rice hasn't been suspended yet, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah.
What? So hold on. So Deshaun Watson didn't even get it. Don't even prove he did anything here. He don't even prove. I'm not saying he didn't, but this motherfucker's already guilty and he's not suspended. He's playing.
Yeah, they haven't. The NFL hasn't dished out a punishment to him yet. So as far as we're concerned, he's still able to play.
Taylor Swift is talking to the office and saying, "You better leave Mr. Rice alone until after the season. My boyfriend needs another ring."
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what she said. I mean, at this point, though, they got A.D. Mitchell and they got what's his face as well, Hollywood Brown. Although Hollywood Brown, there we go. Hollywood Brown's doubtful for this game, so I don't think he's going to play. No. He's not playing official. Okay,
correct.
There we go.
Out.
Okay, so that's big time right there. Yeah, you know, when I look at this game, man, I think I'm going to take the Ravens here. Obviously, don't love their offensive line, but also, too, like Kansas City, Andy Reid, they typically start slow in these games. Like, I got to give this game the last go-around, to be honest with y'all. Like, usually Wednesdays, I cap a lot of college football. I really capped a ton of college football today and a little bit of MLB. And then in a lot of MLB, obviously. Like, it literally took me all day to work on the MLB slate today. So, like, this was a really weird slate, guys. We'll talk about it when we get into it. Like, I really wanted to see if they would cut this co-favorite shit and establish a true favorite and underdog in some of these games, because, like, stuff like that really matters when it comes down to betting on these games, in my opinion. And they never really did on some of these games. So, like, I was really monitoring that most of the day and really looking through college football. I did make a play, though, in college football if you want me to give that one out to the people.
I do, but really quickly, while we're on the Chiefs game, the only thing that I have locked that I believe you should lock, as it's gone up a yard and also in price. So earlier today it was 44.5 at minus 110. That's now 45.5 at minus 115. Xavier Worthy receiving yards. Guys, he's positioned to be the number 1 receiver this week. Rashee Rice is a slot guy. You're telling me, I think we could get Xavier Worthy over 45.5 on one fucking play. On one play. Give me a 2nd and fucking 4 play action. Whoop! right over the fucking top. Olympic sprinter, Patty Mahomes. Guys, that's a play that I'm sold on. I'm locking it in.
Really?
First ever game, he's a sprinter. All you need to do is run and catch it, baby. Do you see him in the preseason? Dude was fucking balling. But TB3, I need the college football play.
First of all, I did call Xavier aware the AD Mitchell. They were teammates, so that's why the confusion came in. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the confusion came in right there. I knew I fucked it up too. AD Mitchell's on the Colts. Anyway, college football play, guys. Look, we're probably going to play in the first half in this game as well, but for now, we're just going to get on them full game. So what do we do, bro? I always say, you know what you do? You learn from your mistakes. And you know what one of my biggest mistakes was of last week?
What's that?
One, trusting some of these G5 teams to be consistent year to year. And two, betting on Jacksonville State. And so you know what we're going to do instead here? We're going to fade these cucks for what they did to us last week. That was the worst loss I took all week long. Jacksonville State got off the bus and never had a chance in this game. And who do they take on? None other than Louisville in this game. And no, FSU is not playing this week, by the way. So thank God I don't have to hear anything about that. That's the last time we'll mention them until next week. Anyway, back to what we were talking about here. So if you look, these teams have only played one game. So Jacksonville State played against Coastal Carolina in their last game. I had a brain fart there for a second. Conference USA blows. You look at Jacksonville State's defense. They gave up the third most points of any team in all of college football last week, giving up 55 points. You look at yards. You could say, okay, they had some turnovers in there. I'll give you guys that. They still surrendered 552 yards, which is the 8th worst in college football last week. On top of that, look, I know Louisville played an FCS Austin Peay. They only gave up 106 yards. That was the second best margin in all of college football. Only Missouri gave up less yards than them, giving up 85 yards last week. I mean, Louisville, guys, is going to beat the brakes off them. Louisville has a run game. They have Tyler Shuck in there at quarterback. They have a great head coach, great team they've built up. I think Jacksonville State gets off the bus here and doesn't have a chance. Another thing, too, Jacksonville State's a run team, man. Jacksonville State's not going to throw the football. They're not built correctly to play from behind in these games. And if they can't get first downs, they're going to go 3-and-out and punt. Louisville is one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a 3:30 game. There ain't nothing else to do in Louisville, Kentucky, besides go watch the Cardinals boat race Jacksonville State in this game. I like a minus 28. I'll probably take a minus 17.5 in the first half as well.
Sharp. Yeah, Jacksonville State fooled all of us. They fooled all of us. It's all a coach, and the coach – listen, that he hadn't done lick of coaching. He stole. He didn't even fucking investigate. That man stole from Jacksonville State.
Nah, he really did. I mean, that was insane, dude. Rich Rod did nothing in that game. I mean, their quarterback play looks pathetic. Louisville's going to come up there and blitz. I would not be shocked to see Jacksonville State go down 28-0 in the first half in this game. Like, I think this game is going to get ugly real quick. I think Louisville's going to put a 50 burger on them. I don't know why I forget the name of their coach. Came over from Purdue. He's not Brian Brom. He's not the kind of guy to hug and kiss after the game's over. He's going to boat race these guys. He's going to say, thanks for coming out, get fucked, pussies. So that's what kind of game it's going to be. And another game I think that's going to follow this script as well is Houston versus Oklahoma. Obviously, we haven't made it official yet. I want to see what the first half comes out. I don't know if I'll play the full game in this game. But look, Houston looked worse than Temple did last week. I mean, Temple was one of the worst teams in all of college football, and we had to lay 42.5 to fade them. I can't say Houston. I mean, I think Houston versus Temple would probably be an interesting game. Like, I might take Temple plus the points in that game. Houston could not get a first down. They couldn't keep the UNLV pass rushers out of their backfield. Guys, this is UNLV, the same team that gave up 40-plus points to every single P5 team they played, and Boise State. Like, UNLV is a terrible defense, and Oklahoma had no problem. I mean, not Oklahoma, and UNLV had no problem moving the ball on them. What's Oklahoma going to do to them this week? I think that's the first half. I mean, right now the spread's 29. The first half's going to be like 19.5, 18.5. I mean, I think we're going to unload units on Oklahoma in the first half. So those are the two games I've been the most focused on right there. You done any looks on those games?
The Oklahoma game I really, really like. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I was on the Sooners last week. They performed. We got a nice little late cover. We were stressing. There was a lot of points involved, but we got it. We got it done. Guys, we talked about that quarterback, man. That boy can play. I told you that boy can fucking ball, man. He went out there and slang that shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, on top of those factors, too, like the other games I'm looking at pretty heavily is this Texas and Michigan. I'm actually looking at the total to go over in this game at 42.5. I mean, like, you look at the total in this game, man, 42.5. I mean, that's one Michigan pick six and field down conversion from Oklahoma. What, 35 plus in this game? All we need is a shutout at home in this game. Like, Michigan could have just played real vanilla last week and been saving what they really got. So I'm definitely interested in the total in that game. Also, I was going to take Clemson, but I heard a stat. It was like Dabo laying like Dabo laying, I think it's like 17 or more points, was like 3-11 against the spread in his last 14 games, laying big numbers. That scared me off the number a little bit, but I do like the total in that game. If you look at App State, typically when they play teams that are in the P5, they give up a lot of points. I mean, Clemson's offense looked downright awful last week. They got to take the training wheels off and get a big. I mean, you can't fuck around against App State. App State's one of the best teams in the entire G5. They got to play a big game here. I think the total might be way too low in this game at 53.5. People are looking at Clemson doing nothing last week, and they're not factoring in the fact this is a different team they're playing. I mean, Maffa is going to run down their throats in this game. They got to get Club Nick confident and make some throws. So I think the over is definitely an interesting look in that game as well.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Any games you've been looking at, or is pretty much just that Oklahoma game so far?
No, I haven't capped too far in advance. I was really focused on NFL. I had a fantasy draft last night, 14-man, fucking long as shit.
14-man, jeez. How long does that take? Like 3 hours?
It was over 2. It was like 2 and 15, 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Oh, God.
But let's little quick commercial. And then let's you want to get to the place?
Let's do it.
What they came for? Quick commercial, guys. First and foremost, thank you so much for tuning in to the weekly win streak, where we break down plays, we give you what you want, we give you what you need. Two of the hardest working handicappers in the business, TP3 and TP3. Both of us, we really work hard. We really appreciate you. Love you to death for coming. But if you want all the plays, go right there. SoBet. You can go right to your browser, SoBet.io. Use the sign-up code TP3. Use the sign-up code BROBRO. You're in. $10. Our plays plus over 50 vetted professional sports experts and their picks and their plays and their locks all in one place. Guys, you need to get in. You need to get in. If you don't have $10 to invest in yourself, to be informed, like, I don't know what to tell you. You guys spend $10 for Apple Music. You got your tunes. People are spending $10 for a virtual newspaper subscription. We don't need the fucking newspaper. What the fuck's going on here? We need SoBet. Get subscribed. Get locked in today. Now, TP3, I need your most fantastic play that you have today in the MLB.
I'm glad you asked. First of all, guys, I didn't even have to trick Bro into doing the commercial. He just volunteered to do it himself that time. So
I already know what it is.
Yeah. He's accepted it at this point. He's the commercial guy. I'm just playing around. Anyway, I could not do this show without Bro. The one episode I did, while we had a great episode and a lot of people watching, it was not that fun to do the episode by myself. Let me put it that way. But anyway, let's talk about this play here. Also, I forgot to update the title. It still says College Football Saturday. So, at least we talked about College Football Saturday and we didn't lie in the title. Anyway, though, here's the play, guys. Look, we're taking the Houston Astros -1 in this game tonight against Cincinnati Reds. The Astros just lost to the Reds. They took a day off. The Astros are 11-6 this season when they have a day off the next day straight up in these games. You look at Spencer Arrighetti. Over the last month, he had a 1.95 ERA, and he struck out 11, 12, and 13 batters in 3 of those starts, including taking a no-hitter against the Phillies into that. I think it was the 8th inning he took his no-hitter into. Spencer Arrighetti has been absolutely dialed right now. I think he's going to come out here and pitch another gem for us today. Also, too, Houston lineup locked in right now. They got a top 10 lineup in the MLB in the last 8 days. Cincinnati strikes out a ton, so that plays well for him. And Nick Martinez, 1, he doesn't go deep in these games, and 2, he can still get hit pretty hard in these games. So I absolutely love the Astros -1 in this game. I think this game's mispriced. I mean, you can lay the like 140 on the money line if you want to. I'd rather take the -1 here and go no juice. I think the Astros win this game like 6-1, 6-2.
Yeah, I love it. And actually, I'm on the same play, but not -1. I took the money line this morning at -142. Right now, I'm trying to build a bankroll, and I'm willing to lay the juice to just get dubs. We want bankroll. But I'm right there with you. Arrigetti's been outstanding the last 30 days. You're 100% spot on. Astros are one of the best teams on the road. Also, in terms of the Astros, they just came off a really long road win streak. Like, if you guys remember, they like swept back-to-back teams on the road just a small time ago. You got to take the Astros here. You got to take the Astros. And the guy that they're pitching, he's like a relief pitcher call-up. They got so many injuries in their fucking pitching staff right now. Like, the play is the Astros. They got playoff aspirations. They got the Seattle Mariners hot on their tail, so they need to keep cooking.
Also, you make a pretty valid point. If you look at Yordan Alvarez's home road splits, dude, Yordan Alvarez already bats like 280. I think he hits like 360 when he's on the road. It's insane. And he leads the MLB in road RBIs by like 7 or 8 RBIs. Like Yordan Alvarez, arguably the best road hitter in baseball. And the Astros lineup in general is a better lineup when they're away. They're asking if we take the Houston pitchers, if we take Arrigetti over strikeouts, what do you think, bro?
It just depends. I didn't look at the number. Like 5.5, I don't hate.
He's probably way more than that.
If we're talking 6.5 or 7.5, man, like I feel like the Reds. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I love that. In terms of their contact, TP3 and their strikeouts, are they one of the high strikeout teams, or they're more contact guys?
No, the Reds are one of the highest strikeout teams in the MLB. The Reds are downright terrible.
Fair enough. Well, hey, it could be a play then. I wouldn't touch it just because I didn't look at it, but you might be onto something, Anthony. You might be onto something.
It is 5.5, minus 145.
You got to snag that. I told you, if it's 5.5, I don't mind that. I saw Arrigetti. He had 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. 5.5 ain't bad.
Yeah, he's getting at least 6 in this game. But, dude, that is insane. That line's at 5.5. That might be a gift right there. Damn, we should have just took that and said, fuck the money line. Anyway, let's get another free play here in the MLB. I'm going to go to another game that I like a lot here on this slate, guys. We're going to go to one of my earlier plays I gave out here. Let me pull it up right now for y'all. Let's see here. We are going to go with an underdog for today for you guys. The Cleveland Guardians, Bro's team, taking on the Kansas City Royals. And look, Cleveland, this is for you today. We're taking – there it is. Yes, sir. We're taking Cleveland in this game, man. Look, Kansas City has lost 7 games in a row. Vinny Pasquantino's out for the season. I think Kansas City is one of the least deep lineups in baseball. You look, they got Bobby Witt, Vinny, and Big Sal. I mean, Garcia's not even hitting that well. They moved him out of the leadoff spot way down the order. I honestly think, man, when I look through this lineup here, that Kansas City's just not hitting well, and it's reflected in the numbers. They're batting dead last in the MLB in the last 8 days, and they were the hottest offense in the MLB over the last month. It's time to sell high on Kansas City. I mean, if you look at the standings right now, I believe Kansas City's like firmly in the playoffs looking at the standings right now. Yes, Kansas City right now has
it's like a 3.5
firmly secured a spot in the playoffs at this point. They got 5 games up on Boston, 6 games up on Seattle, who's probably going to get swept today. You look at Cleveland. Cleveland's 4th in batting average in the last 8 days. I mean, I get why this game's priced like this. Lugo's been great this season, but in his last 5 starts, he has like almost a 6 ERA. I mean, Lugo has been a hot regression candidate. Everybody knew that this guy's the guy he's been and not the guy he had been all season long, and it's shown. And look, Ben Lively's going to give up 2 or 3 runs. I mean, he does every single time he comes out there, but I trust Cleveland is going to give me the runs here. We'll take them at plus money here. Like I said, I understand why Cleveland's the underdog here, but Cleveland's going to win the game.
I love it, baby. I'm off it just because the Guardians have been known to screw me. So they won for me yesterday. You take what you can get. I'm cheering for them, but I think you're right. I think you're totally right. Everybody sees Lugo. You look at the ERA on ESPN. You see that number and you're like, whoa, okay, Royals. They got to avoid the sweep, whatever. I don't know, man. They're slumping and they're slumping hard. And like you said, with Vinny out, man, there's only really 2 people you have to worry about in the lineup. And you saw it when the Guardians were struggling. We're talking about the other team in this game. Once Naylor and Ramirez went on their little slump, the Guardians could not score runs, and they could not win games. When a pitching staff only has to worry about 2 batters, it makes you a cakewalk, a little walk in the park.
No, it definitely does. It really does. And you can just pitch around those guys and pitch the other guys.
Facts.
Give us another free play. What other games are you looking at on the slate?
Yeah, I like this play a lot, and to me, I can't understand for the life of me why we're getting plus money for this, but that is what it is. I'm taking the Cubs on the run line, so -1.5, plus 114. In terms of value, it's probably my favorite play on the board. I don't know if it's like my most confident play.
Yeah.
I think the Astros play I just gave is probably my most confident, but in terms of value, probably my favorite play. Shota Imanaga is on the mound. The dude is electric. He already went 7 shutout innings against the Pirates, giving up only 4 hits and striking out 7. Okay? So he played really, really well already against the Pirates. And the Pirates are pitching Domingo German, who gave up 8 runs in like 2 innings just a week ago. About a week ago against the Cubs. So, and if he's from the bullpen and you got they're one of the worst bullpens in the entire league against the Cubs offense, who granted blew a ton of opportunities yesterday, didn't score any runs. Don't let recency bias make you forget the fact that the Cubs offense has been one of the hottest in baseball over the last 15 to 30 days. They have been hitting the ball well. I don't think that changes today at home. Give me the Cubs -1.5.
I like the play, honestly. I thought about it too. I mean, Herman, who's to say Herman's not having a drink before this game starts? Remember that last year when he got suspended for drinking? For being
what a legend.
Yeah, he went to rehab for being an alcoholic.
Is that his name, Herman? I thought it was German.
No, Domingo Herman. You pronounce it because he's Latino. You pronounce the G as an H.
Interesting. You would think they would have one of those little pinata-looking things over the top of the G, or like give me a little sign to let me know, hey, this is what you got to do here. Here's the roadmap.
Yeah. So Herman, who knows? He might have had a drink. There's a reason why the Yankees cast him out here. Ultimately, when I look at this game, I think the Cubs get right in this game. I really do. I mean, they got kind of embarrassed the last 2 days. They're due for a big get-right spot here, so I would definitely back the Cubbies with you there in that game. Other games, like I told you guys, it took me a while to cap this slate today. One I was pretty interested in here was the Mets and the Red Sox. I mean, when I look at this game, Tyler McGill sucks. There's no other way to put it. He's terrible. Tanner Houck, while he's had a good season, he's been really bad the second half of the season. But, I mean, you look at Tanner Houck, like, let's take a look at the games that he's had to pitch in at this late half of the season. Against Detroit, he pitched pretty good in that game, and that was when Detroit was hot. Versus Arizona, I'll cut him a pass there. Arizona is one of the hottest teams in baseball. At the Astros, he only gave up 3 runs, but he did give up 8 hits. Against Texas, only 2 runs. That's not bad. Versus the Astros the time before that, only gave up 1 run, and then he got killed in that Saturday game against Texas where they left him in too long, and he gave up 6 earned runs on 8 hits. Against the Yankees, 5 hits, 4 earned. So, I mean, other than his start at Colorado, like he's faced top-tier lineups the entire time, and he faces another one today. I mean, if you look, it's never really been a huge strikeout. One outing was Houston, but other than that, besides getting 6 in his last game, he really doesn't get a ton of strikeouts in these starts. I don't know, man. That's a interesting line in my opinion. It looks like the Mets are a huge public play today. I could see the Mets being a public trap today, so I stayed off that game.
Yep, me too. Wanted nothing to do with it. I saw McGill on the mound. I said, no, sir, not for me. TB3, I love it. Great analysis. Is there any other? Yeah, of course. You know,
honestly, hey, appreciate you, man. Yeah, no, honestly, I really think that like the pitching advantage in this game is like a Houston or Boston has like a 9-2 pitching advantage type shit. Like I would put McGill as one of the most low end starters in the MLB.
Yeah, he's trash. He's absolutely trash. Any other plays you're feeling really strongly about?
Another game I was interested in. I just don't want to call it incorrectly the Athletics to get the sweep here, But, I mean, what business does Seattle have being minus 145 here against the Athletics? They already got their ass handed to them twice in this series. Who's to say it doesn't happen a third time? JP Sears been pretty solid, and he's a lefty. Seattle can't hit lefties worth a damn. Oakland's still a top 10 batting team in the last 8 days. I think Oakland's pretty live in that game. And then there's one other one. The Marlins and the Nationals game. I capped this game really heavily. Mackenzie Gore's actually been better in his last 5 starts. This Balazzo dude has been ass when he's at home. He has like a 6 ERA at home and like a 3 ERA on the road. I don't know. I just feel like the Nationals is this heavy of a favorite on the road here against the Marlins. Kind of makes me want to look at the Marlins in this game. But then when I cap it, the Marlins are in much better batting form right now, but there's just not enough there to make me want to jump in here on the Marlins. If the Marlins at home this season as a favorite, I believe are like 70% to the over this season. Another factor right there. That was why I leaned towards the over. There's just not enough to push me on the over in this game besides that trend. And then there was also another huge trim that was active that I ended up passing on. Oh, it's when let's see right here. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. It's in this Diamondbacks game though. It's on the it's on the Giants total right here. So this season, as a home underdog, the Miami Marlins are 36-14-3 to the over. That's good for 72%, which is insane. Think about that. They've been home underdogs 53 times this season, and they've gone over 36 times in 3 pushes. Then the Giants were 12-6 to the over by an average margin of 1.8 runs per game as a home underdog this season. So when I saw that number and the way Zach Gallen's been pitching lately, I was like, interesting on the over here, but I'm going to pass that game altogether.
Yeah. That's a really good – that's an interesting angle. I didn't even look at that. I like that. Are you guys going to Nashville?
Oh, yeah.
We are.
The real question is you going to Nashville, decision. Brandon?
What's that?
So the real question is Brandon going to Nashville?
Yeah. Brandon. Are you going to Nashville? Silence.
Silence, complete silence. But anyway, though, those are the other games I was looking at that I was interested on the slate. I've ended up going with 4 plays today, so I got 2 more plays over on SoBet today. Bro, I'm going to tell them real quick where they can find all our plays. Guys, look, if y'all are into football, basketball, baseball, lacrosse, soccer, hockey, water polo, equestrian, you name it, it's over there on SoBet, guys. We got 60 vetted handicapping professionals over there posting plays in all the major sports. Everything is tracked over there as well. If y'all want to get all the plays every single day, guys, click that link in my bio or BroBro's bio, or go to SoBet.io and use promo code TP3 or promo code, it's BroBro now, right? BroBro. Yep, there you go right there. Andrew asked if we have any good overs today. So I do have one game I did play the over on SoBet, but I would say the other strong looks on overs today would definitely be that Marlins game. Like I said, they have a 70% trend active when they're a home underdog to take the over in their games. It's like a 53 game sample size. And then also too, the other one would be that Giants game where they're 12-6 to the over as an underdog. Cameron, I think we're coming out to Vegas for March Madness. I got to convince Bro on that one, but March Madness will be out there with the whole SoBet team. So.
Hey, as long as I make it out of Nashville in one piece, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll make sure he makes it out of Nashville in one piece. Bro, anything else you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I just feel like giving.
Okay.
Now, don't go crazy with this. Okay? Little baby sprinkle. But I got a little parlay for you guys. I'm going to give you just really, really quickly. And do what you want with it. This is straight from the VIP. 4 legs. Orioles -1.5. Astros money line. Cubs money line. Dodgers -1. That's Orioles -1.5. Astros money line. Cubs money line. Dodgers -1. It's plus like 846. So, you throw a unit and you throw a half unit, you're getting 4. That's what I did. A little baby sprinkle, a little have fun, little bar money. That's what we're hoping for. But guys, tomorrow is going to be electric. It's going to be electric. There's going to be a lot of great content.
Yep.
If you're not following TP3, on social media. Make sure you're doing so. Same with myself. If you guys want to see what's going on behind the scenes, all your favorite cappers all in one place, having a great time, having some booze, having some food. And you're welcome, Pipe Layer. You're welcome, brother. Who does it better than the weekly win streak? And with that being said, guys, we're going to let you go. Tomorrow, you'll be seeing us live from the Dirty Boot, Nashville. Yeehaw, baby. That's the weekly win streak. That's TP3. I'm What Up, Bro. See you tomorrow.
And let's get this